Good morning. Welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. I'm going to keep my intro short today and just flip you around here pretty quick, but I wanted to say good morning face to face, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I'm going to see how much I can get done, but with my back feeling much better, but anyone with back issues understands and knows that you have to be careful for, you know, a good week. So I'm gonna try to get some stuff done today. Everything's a mess because I've been off for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the barn's a mess, but I've got velvet outside and all of my chores are done. I did them at 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm gonna go just kind of see if I can get anything done. And then of course I have my vet consult today, which I will fill you in on that after I get done with the vet. So lots to do, and very thankful. I'm feeling better. So I'm gonna flip you around. I don't know what the dogs found out here, but they're rolling in it. And what did you find, Missy Rumor? What is it? I don't see anything there. It's endless, the amount of things that they find. Anyway, Miss Velvet is over there enjoying being next to her friend. As much as she squeals and hollers, and she loves that horse, and she misses her when she's in the barn. So it's cold, it's 39 degrees, but I went ahead and put her out first thing this morning, and she went straight over to say hi to her friend. So she can't hide it from me. She likes her, and they're hanging out in the corners together, each in different pastures. And that's my neighbor's horse over there. So they have a love-hate relationship, and they hang out together in the corner where they think that nobody can see them. And their reputation as being bratty mares is still being withheld, but I'm on to them. I know their secrets. Dogs are happy to be out. You know, when mommy's not out, the dogs aren't out, so they are taking full advantage. I don't know if you can see Miss Bossy. There she goes, and I won't see her until I make her come back. So anyway, the dogs are enjoying their time out, and I'm gonna go in and check and see how the calves are doing this morning and see if I can get anything done. My pots are still here. That is not something that I'm going to do today. I don't need that dead weight. They're fine. There's just bulbs in them, and they're perfectly fine just being there. It's not hurting anything, and it's not hurting anything from my milk jugs also. This is my winter sowing, and we have asparagus, the Conifers Colossal. We have apricot lemonade cosmos, autumn giant leeks, and Creole onions. This is winter sowing. I will do a video doing this, but I am new to this. This is my first winter doing it in milk jugs, so there is a ton of people on YouTube that are, you know, really, they've done it before and have really good instructional videos. I will take you along my ride through my experiments, but I'm not the expert. So this is what I have going right now. I have a few more milk jugs to do, but not today. Hey girls, how's it going? Hi, Miss Lily. I love how she wags her tail when I'm coming up to her. Hi, Miss Lily. Hello. Hi, baby girl. Did you get your breakfast? Yeah? Good girl. Oh, you're a good little barn cat. All right, out to the barn we go. All right, let's go check on these little munchkins. Well, good morning again. Good morning again. Yeah, oh, you're just, look at that milk stash. Look at that milk stash. You're up and you're perky. Hi, Mr. Bronco. So I think we have Mr. Bronco, and I think that we're gonna call her Billie Jean. So we have Bronco, Billie Jean. And my vet consult today is all about them. Making sure that I'm doing everything I possibly can for them and doing it right. So, but as you can see, their pen needs to be cleaned. I like to keep my calves really, really dry. That is, it's always been important in having bottle babies or when you're raising babies, having them have a clean, dry place. It just helps. And I know that calves are born outside in the wet all the time, but these guys don't have mama's milk. They have milk out of a bag, and they have me as a mama, and I don't sleep out here at night and cuddle with them. So dry, clean bedding is a must. So we are going to get that done today. And I know that these things are so little and they seem so simple to most people, but seeing them function like adults, drinking, eating, pooping, it's all good stuff for my heart. It's healing. Well, you guys drank most of your milk, but you need to continue to work on that, okay? I'm gonna do my job, you do your job. Mr. King, it's not time yet. Mommy's back's just not good enough to break it up if the girls so choose to pick on you, which I think they will when I put you in with them. So he's happy here. He's just gonna hang out. Good girl. But he is due to go in with the girls. So I also need to do my calculations and things like that, just in case he is strong enough and big enough to cover them. I need to make sure that if he covers them, that I have babies when I want babies. So more on him later. But his pen needs cleaned as well. Velvet's stall is a wreck. I need to get it done. And obviously the girls' stall is always a wreck because they're just hoodlums. Hi. Hi, sweet girl. Hello, girls. And FYI, I've been meaning to let you guys know. Yes, I know my sheep are pink. And I know that that's weird. But as you can see, the panels that they are in are red. And they naturally think that everything is greener on the other side of the fence. So they are constantly rubbing up against them, sticking their heads through. Therefore, I have pink sheep. It's not intentional. It's not a marking. It's not a, heaven forbid, a dye. It's just from them rubbing all over these panels. So I feel special. I have pink sheep. Huh. Okay. So as you guys can see, everything's a mess. Mr. Wonderful did go get hay for me. Bless him. So I don't have that job to do. But Mommy's the cleaner and the caregiver. And Mommy's been out for 4 days. So let's get to work. There. All better. And naturally, you know, I just got done cleaning it and wah, wah, wah. Every animal. Doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. If it's a cat in a litter box, if it's a dog when you're poopy scooping, horse, sheep, goat, cow. I'm learning that it's not breed specific. New bedding needs to be soiled. It's just the way it goes. And I'm just here to say that I'm not a fan of it. If I get a vote, I vote I don't like it. This is the girl's first interaction with him. I went ahead and put him in Velvet's stall because he's easy to lead and I need to clean his pen. And I don't want to do it with him in there just in case he so decides to be a man and ram me. So I put him in Velvet's pen next to the girls and they don't know what to think. They're like, what is that? What do you think, girls? They're like, I don't know. He's kind of cute. Oh, of course. That'll keep him distracted. Well, I better get your stall clean before you eat too much of that. It's not going to hurt him to have a little bit, but you have your own sheep minerals, buddy. Why do you want horse minerals? That's so funny. I don't know how I'm supposed to get any work done with you guys being that cute. All curled up in her new straw. Billie Jean, you're adorable. It's got a full belly. Goodness. Mr. King's stall's all done. He's happy. What's your buddy? How you doing? Hmm? How you doing, you sweet-eyed little boy? Oh, he's got the kindest eyes. I hope you stay kind. Yeah. Got Velvet's stall all done. The only one I didn't get to was the girls, and that's fine. They're super deep bedded. So, what doesn't get done today can get done tomorrow. Velvet's grained. Everybody's waters are done. Come on, Velv! Come on! Good girl. Let's go inside. Oh, for those of you that care, we have 3 inches of rain. That's what we've had since Saturday. a lot. Dinner time. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? And they cleaned up their whole tray of grains today too. So that's good news. I did go to the vet and have my consult about these guys, and was fairly pleased with the information that I got. The only thing, and it's really kind of owner preference, the only thing that I could have done differently is I could have vaccinated them. Hi. I'm trying to talk to the people here. So sorry, I got a phone call and got interrupted, and then it's cold out there, so I came inside. The kids are doing well. The only thing that I could have done differently, and my vet actually does this. He actually does go and he gets 20 bottle calves at a time. And what he does is he vaccinates them before they ever get out of the trailer. And I did not do that because the lady at the livestock yard said I would not do that. It's just too traumatic for them. I would get him home and get him on an antibiotic. And I told him that, and he said, that's not false information. That's good information. She's absolutely right. He said, it's owner preference. So basically with these guys, if they don't have ear tags and you don't have history, you know, we're really pretty on schedule with what you're supposed to do. You know, it's either antibiotics or vaccinations first. I'm the type of person that I follow my vet's recommendation, and he does this, you know, 20 calves at a time. So I think if I have to do it again, I'm going to vaccinate first and take the risk of it being too much for them, because the vaccinations in cattle actually fight the viruses that they might pick up at the livestock auction, which is potentially what I'm battling, you know, what I have been battling with these guys. Now, I think that the one that I lost, I think that she was, you know, she was just too far gone. She was too sick. I think that there was something seriously wrong with her. I don't think that we could have saved her even if we had taken her to an emergency vet and put her on IV fluids. But with these two, since I have already started an antibiotic, I need to wait to vaccinate them. He said, you know, once you give the antibiotic, you've got to give it a certain amount of days before you can vaccinate so that the antibiotic doesn't kill the vaccination. And that makes sense to me. You know, basically just learned a wealth of information, and also found out that even though I've already had a loss, it's perfectly normal. And he said, you did everything right. And that we are on track to success. We have all of the things that we're supposed to have besides that prescribed broad spectrum antibiotic, which I now have on hand in case I need it. And he says, you're doing everything right. And you got to understand that when you do this, when you decide you're going to take the leap and you're going to get these babies from the auction yard, you are setting yourself up to fail. And I don't want to say that sounds really negative, but you've just got to go into it with the mindset that there's a reason why they're at the sale. They were a cull. Their mom kicked them off. Maybe they were a twin. Maybe mom started not doing good. They got sick. They couldn't latch on. They weren't latching on. They got separated from their mom. There's so many reasons why they end up there this young, and none of them are really good. And so you've got to go into it with the understanding that this is going to be a challenge, and you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. And he was very encouraging to me and saying, nope, you've got everything that I would have told you to go get. You did it right. You went and got all the stuff before you brought the calves home so that you had it there. And you're doing exactly the steps that, that I would do, except he would have vaccinated first. So that is a learning thing, and it's not necessarily something that I did wrong. It's just something that I did different than he would have recommended. And he said, it's not bad. Your calves are doing well. You've had them home for almost a week and they're thriving. Yes, one's got a little bit of a snotty nose and you've dealt with a little bit of scours. That happens. He said, but they're eating, they're drinking, they're eating solid foods, and you're progressing them on the right path to be successful. So that made me feel really good. It's funny how this life takes you on these rides where you think, I've done hours and hours and hours of research, and the only way that you become something that you've never been before, the only way that you do something that you've never done before is to do it. You can research it, you can read all the books you want, you can get on Google and Google anything and everything you want, you can join all the Facebook groups, you can talk to the people at the feed stores, you can do all the things. But the only way that you actually start succeeding at doing something is by doing it. And in doing it, you're going to have major ups and downs and major lessons. And that is, it's a part of life. And so it feels really good. Today I was on a high because I go out in the morning and my calves are doing great. They're hungry, they're ready to eat, they eat. And then I go to the vet and I'm like, okay, am I doing everything right? I tell him everything about the one that I lost, and did I do something wrong? And he said, no. He said, you did everything that I would have told you to do. So I definitely think we're learning, and right now, today, we're doing pretty good. As you could see, the babies were drinking, and there's just nothing cuter. Oh my gosh. There is nothing cuter than a baby, anything, with a milk-covered face. So we're just going to continue day by day. That is what happened today, and I am not necessarily tired because I've been laying around for 4 days, but my back is tired, so I'm going to go rest it and do the things that I need to do to get myself back up to 100%. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Yours truly.